I like the Daily Crucible because it's a paper that makes me think. It's extraordinarily well written, and I find its political coverage unrivaled in sheer depth.
Mr. Stringer, can we keep to the point, please?
Yes, sorry. Am I going to resign? Certainly not. The Daily Crucible and myself are here to stay. Make no mistake about that.
Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Get by your papers!
The Daily Crucible was set up 18 months ago by a private business consortium with a mission to print the absolute truth, free from bias and free from distortion. It was a recipe for economic disaster. Circulation figures and advertising revenue were so abysmal that within weeks the entire enterprise was being labelled the product of a diseased mind. Then, 3 months later, came a sensation. Deeply upset by allegations of the paper's poor news coverage, the Crucible's editor, Humphrey Brassett, threw himself out of his office window. The event made front-page headlines in every national newspaper except the Crucible, which missed the story. The paper's new editor, Harry Stringer, once named by a leading woman's magazine the dullest man in Britain, was unable to stop the rot. And this week, the signs are that the paper's backers may have to give way and sell up.
There are known to be several parties interested in buying up the Crucible, but the favourite must surely be this man, Terence Twiggy Rathbone, chairman and managing director of the multi-million-pound Rat House International Corporation. Mr. Rathbone's business empire is already vast by any standards, but he has never yet fulfilled his long-cherished ambition to acquire a Fleet Street daily. By this time next week, that dream may well have become a reality.
No, I can't talk about takeovers now. I've got a newspaper to bring out. Bloody press. Come in.
It's just a quick one, is it, Harry? I'm halfway through an unnatural act in a lavatory.
Sit down, Greg. I've had a letter of complaint from a Mrs. Edna Spurling, who works as housekeeper at the home of Lady Deborah Harrington Scott in Chelsea.
Oh, yes?
She says yesterday morning, just after Lady Deborah had gone out shopping, she received a visit from a rather greasy-looking character who claimed to be from the North Thames Gas Board. Without waiting to be asked, the man pushed his way into the bedroom and began rummaging through the drawers. Challenged on this, he said some gas had escaped and he was trying to find it.
Bizarre little story.
While we're on the subject of bizarre little stories, Greg, Prince Andrew's new girlfriend wears kinky black suspenders, and that's official. Dishy Deborah Harrington Scott, it was revealed today, has an extensive wardrobe of saucy unmentionables, including sinful French knickers and frilly lace garters, guaranteed to give any young prince a royal flush. How can you write this salacious odium?
Well, I suppose it's a gift. Anyhow, if you'll excuse me...
I'm not standing for it any longer, Greg. I've had enough. The time has come for the parting of the ways.
I see. You've made your mind up, have you?
I have.
Oh. Well, I'll be sorry to see you go, Harry. You're a bloody good editor.
I'm not going anywhere, Greg. You are. It's all in there. Now take it and leave my office. Go. Harry Stringer. What? When? Oh, my God, no.
This is a great day for Fleet Street, gentlemen. Under the new ownership of Rat House International, the Daily Crucible will go from strength to strength, embodying the noble traditions of free speech and the unrestricted flow of information for all.
Mr. Rathbone.
No further comment. This is no ego trip for me, gentlemen. I like to keep a low profile. Of course, there will be changes. But change is the crankshaft in the drive for progress. And talking of crankshaft, what can I say about Harry Stringer here? One of the finest newsmen of his generation. During his time as editor, the Crucible has gone from bad to worse. The share of the market has plunged to an all-time low. But does he get downhearted? Does he go around snivelling and whining about it? Of course he does. Because he's a human being just like you and me, you cares. And that's why, as from today, I'm upgrading you, Harry. You'll be taking over the brand new post of Executive Managing Editor. Surprised?
Oh, well, I don't really know what to say.
Finally, gentlemen, I want you to rest assured that I shall confine my involvement on the Crucible to affairs of management only. I don't hold with megalomaniac press barons who try and stamp their politics on a newspaper. Flourish! The Crucible must retain its independence, and that's why I've appointed as the new editor Mr. Russell Spam, a man whose name is synonymous with integrity in journalism.
Russell Spam? I don't think any of us has ever heard of Russell Spam.
Spam's worked miracles on some of my African titles. He's a man after my own heart. I think you'll like him. As a matter of fact, he ought to be here by now. If you'll excuse me, I'll just go and see where he's got to.
Well, congratulations on becoming executive managing editor.
Oh, thank you, Max.
What exactly does an executive managing editor do?
Well, basically, I'll be, well, it'll be my job to...
Gentlemen, I don't believe we've met.
I'm sorry?
Spam's the name. Russell Spam. I just passed Twiggy on the way in. He had to rush off before the banks closed. Rest assured, everyone, that I shall take up this job just where you left off. Your newspaper couldn't be in safer hands. Cattle peanut on bread.
My God, I'm dreadfully sorry.
Harry, come in. It's no change of plan. Chumps in admin gave me an office without a bathroom. We've had to fix you up with somewhere temporary. It's not ideal, but we're a bit pushed for space.
Oh, dear. Where have you put me? In the lift? Extension. I used to be the editor, but now I've been promoted to executive managing editor. Well, I'm responsible for the, well, basically my job now is to, can I call you back?
Well, there's the Israeli push into the Bekaa Valley, 500 dead according to agency reports.
Have we got a man in the war zone?
Jeff Tyndall's in Riyadh. I could put him straight on a plane for Lebanon.
With great respect, gentlemen, this is the Daily Crucible, not the Beirut Bugle. If I want to see Jewish atrocities, I can go and watch Sammy Davis Jr. People in Britain want to know what's happening here, now. The Crucible is a limp organ. It needs pepping up.
I'm sorry, Russell, I can't agree. The Crucible's function is to provide a serious, in-depth analysis of world affairs.
Independent of external constraints.
Yes.
Where the editor has complete unfettered control.
Certainly.
Free from interference from busybody executives.
Absolutely.
So, it's agreed then, what this paper needs is new blood. Someone who can turn out copy like this story in today's Sun. Palace Playmate sports sexy sizzlers. Exposed. The undercover secrets of Royal Romeo's perv gear princess. Prince Andrew's new girlfriend wears kinky black suspenders, and that's official. But you know where the Sun got this nugget of gold? From a freelance called Greg Kettle. Well, gentlemen, that reporter is a freelance no longer. I've snapped him up for a six-figure sum to come and work for us.
You're not serious.
I don't hang about, Harry. Life's too short. Lady Deborah's the hottest thing on newsprint at the moment, and Kettle's the man to come up with the goods. I've sent him out this morning to Switzerland to cover the royal skiing holiday. I don't think he'll let us down.
Oui, qu'est-ce que c'est?
Oh, good evening, Madam Press. I'm looking for somewhere to spend the night.
There is no room here. Try the Hotel Saint-Just.
Now, the Hotel Saint-Just is full up. It's being used as a base by gossip columnists from Der Spiegel.
Then the Place de Montagne next
Oh, that's
door.
full up as well. Paris Match, Newsweek, and the Bridlington Mercury got there first. Everywhere's full. Now, I'm sure you wouldn't refuse accommodation to a member of Her Majesty's press.
You cannot possibly stay in my chalet.
I appreciate your concern for my welfare, but I've slept in worse squalor than this. Oh, I'll just move this out of the way. An elderly person might fall out.
That is my lodger. He's very old.
Oh, well, he'll grow out of it in due course, madam. Now, then, you will, of course, be recompensed for this inconvenience. The British press is not without honour. Invoice to our accounts department. They'll come to an arrangement.
Den of sex, dentists, appointments with lust. Atom leak mum in Boy George Mercy Dash. Toupees cause cancer, it's a fact.
Of course you're concerned, Harry. It's only natural. The concern is the squashed hedgehog on the road to recovery. Russell's got his finger on the pulse. It's not for me to interfere.
I think I'd feel a lot happier, sir, if you could clarify exactly what are my responsibilities as executive managing editor.
You're the top dog, Harry.
Yes. But what actually is my job?
Your job, Harry, is to... Oh, excuse me just one moment. Ah, Russell, everything under control. I've just been talking to Harry. Harry? Harry who? Harry Stringer. Oh, yes. One of the finest newsmen of his generation, sir. I agree, Russell. The man's a legend. Exactly. But I think something's bothering him. Maybe I should have a word, sir. Put his mind at rest. Would you, Russell? Certainly, sir. I'd appreciate it if you could do that. Harry! How's it going? Come back to the office and we'll talk.
And as if all that wasn't bad enough, Russell, this afternoon I was flicking through the news desk diary and I found this. Under December the 23rd, exactly 9 months from today, it says, Royal Baby, question mark. Well, what does it mean, Russell?
Yes? I'm waiting for an explanation, Lady Deborah.
Explanation?
For this unwarranted intrusion into my personal privacy.
What gives you the right to break into hotel rooms and spy on girls in their underwear?
It's called the freedom of the press. It's what distinguishes our society from those of Eastern Europe.
You people are the filth of the earth.
It's a school of thought, I'll grant you.
Go on, get out of my room. Out!
doing, young
Go
lady?
on, out!
Push me.
Get out of my room!
I'll have you up before the press gets out!
And the rest of you. Your agents don't care about this.
Do you do it in your bed or in his? Yes. Catchline, Wildcat. In a brutal and totally unprovoked attack yesterday, Society sex kitten Deborah Harrington Scott, Blob, punched me viciously in the stomach, point. Blob produced a knuckle duster and socked me on the jaw, point. Blob broke a small soup tureen over my head, comma, screaming, quotes, F for Freddy, dash, 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 off. You greasy little W, dash, 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 dash. dash, exclamation marks, close quotes, new part. A palace spokesman denied that Lady Deborah has a history of heavy drinking.
Right, front page, Max. What have we got for tomorrow?
East-West Summit, 200 dead in Soweto.
No, I'm not talking about down-page fillers, Max, but front. We've had our beating up reporters. What can we do for a follow-up? Sex scandal would just fit across 5 columns.
Wasn't Harry meant to be coming to this meeting, Russell?
Harry who?
Harry Stringer.
Well, probably got detained somewhere. You know, I think that we should... Spam! Harry who? Harry, where are you? Stuck? Between floors? Well, that's terrible, Harry, just terrible. Still, can't be helped. But try pressing the alarm button. Bye. Listen, I think I've got one. Pornographic videos.
Pornographic videos?
Can you imagine the sensation if we revealed that during her days as a model, Lady Deborah once took part in a porno movie?
If print lies like that, we'll all end up in the tower.
They can't sue us for publishing malicious rumours in good faith.
Rumours? I haven't heard any rumours.
All right, listen to this one. Some filth merchant in Soho is peddling sex films with Lady Deborah in them.
Is he?
It could be. We print a couple of blurred stills of a naked girl on the job and ask, is it or isn't it? The Crucible says no. We condemn this evil and disgusting slander. There's your front lead, Max. Lady Deb in Blue Movie Queen quiz. Royals rot by shock porn storm. The Queen forbids them to meet again. We're off to the races. Hardcore heartbreak for Playboy Prince. Bear all antics. Spike royal love fling. You know, we're going to have to get maintenance to do something about these lifts.
That feels good, Nancy. I wish I had nipples like yours, Jane.
Looks like we're just in time.
What's this one called again?
Oh, Christ knows, they're all beginning to look the same now. Red hot nymphos from Rangoon.
Hey! What are you guys doing on my kitchen table?
Hold it down, Max. Pull it back.
What are you guys doing on my kitchen table? What are you guys doing on my kitchen table? What are you guys doing on my kitchen table?
Freeze it!
It's nothing like her.
Slightly out of focus. Bit of airbrushing. Andy! Get a photographer in here. We just found our front page picture.
Right, Russell, so ideally what we're looking for is Royals cancel skiing trip and rush home to deal with porno scandal. I'll see what I can do. Bye. I'll have some more toast, if you've got it. And can you get me another cup of tea? This one's got a piece of string in it. You know, your face looks familiar. You weren't landlord of the Amschimmel Beer Garden at the time of the 76 Munich massacre, by any chance? Now, what was that man's name,
Khrushchev. Nikita Khrushchev.
No, began with a D. Yes, he had a very novel way of writing his name in the froth. I used to amuse the ladies. What name did you say?
Khrushchev.
Khrushchev? He was leader of Russia, wasn't he?
1953 to 1964. And then came the discreditation. Kosygin, Brezhnev, they were always hungry for power.
What are you on about?
The Supreme Soviet did what it could to bury my name. My death was a fiction. The body was Gromyko's bull terrier. 15 years I've lived here. If they only know.
I just had a call from Harry, Russell. He tells me you've been sailing close to the wind on this royal story. If I've upset Harry Stringer, I'm a boil on face journalism, sir. I hereby tender my resignation. That's a fine, noble gesture, Russell. But I can't. I'll give you one more chance. I'll try to be worthy of it, sir.
Oh, look here, this ludicrous charade has gone on quite long. I thought I'd find you both in here. Look at this front page, Russell. I mean, they'll skin us alive. They'll take us for every penny we've got.
Russell, this statement's just been issued by Lady Deborah's solicitors.
My God, what did I tell you? We're finished. Listen to this. We write with reference to your front page article today, alluding to an appearance by Lady Deborah Harrington Scott in a video production titled Red Hot Nymphos from Rangoon. The aforesaid article has caused deep distress and embarrassment to our client, and we hereby formally serve notice of the following. 1, that our client only took part in the above film because of her adverse financial position. 2, that she has subsequently appeared in no other similar productions, and 3, that she hereinafter has agreed to terminate her relationship with His Royal Highness to spare the latter's family further embarrassment.
Sensational, Max. Clear the centre spread. Front 3 and 5. We'll go to town on this one. Great work, Russell. I knew you could do it. Was there anything else you wanted, Harry?
Well, yes. Yes, there is. I'm just about sick and tired of all the...
Spam! What? Who? Well, the man's been dead for years. Greg, what are you talking about?
I'm telling you, Russell, it's him. Oh, hang on just a second. What do you want?
What's all this rumour about a porno video?
I can't tell you. It's exclusive.
Oh.
Look, I'm sorry. I'll see you later.
What's going on? Got a bird in there?
What? Yes, I have. Yes, I'm in flagranti with a stunning alpine temptress. Goes like a rocket.
Are you going to come and finish this before it gets cold?
Russell, look, I can't talk anymore. The place is swarming with reporters.
Khrushchev. My God, if it's true, bring him back here at once, Greg. I don't care what it takes. Crucible struck gold again, Harry. This could be the biggest thing since Lazarus. Darling, what were you saying before? Papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, we'll tell you what's the news. On any page you'll find disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous facts that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real.
Multi-millionaire Terence Twiggy Rathbone has bought the Daily Crucible newspaper and appointed Russell Spam as its new aggressive editor, while former editor Harry Stringer has been rehoused in the office lift. Reporter Greg Kettle, meanwhile, has discovered ex-Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev alive in Switzerland.
Just buy your papers,
What would you like, Mr. Rathbone?
I think I'll have the Trattoria Marittimo.
That's the restaurant, sir.
Yes, that's what I'll have.
Very nice.
Acquisitive as ever, Adrian. You know, I often think it's a good thing that the government don't find out about your little business manoeuvres.
Quite so, Prime Minister.
Talking of which, Mr. Rathbone, there was most extraordinary demonstrations going on down in the street when we came in. Something about cheap labor in your South American mines.
Propaganda, Mrs. McNamara. Left-wing crazies at work.
Yeah, well, it says here, some of your labourers are digging the mineral out of the rocks with their bare hands.
I believe in a return to Victorian values.
Oh, yes, of course. It's just that, well, in a uranium mine...
Health risks are minimized, Prime Minister. Every worker is issued with his own asbestos suit.
Yes.
Anyway, you've made it into Fleet Street at last, I see.
The newspapers are the cow dung in the field of communications, Mrs. McNamara, but they have their uses.
Unpredictable beast, too. Take our bill next week on the restoration of capital punishment. Signs are it's going to be a very close thing. All it needs is a slight nudge in public opinion.
I think I catch your drift, Prime Minister. Of course, I have no control over the Daily Crucible's political view.
Oh, whatever. I have no control over any inquiry into your South American operations if it comes to that. No, I'm quite sure that your record on human rights is utterly without blemish.
Well, now, what would you like to start with, Prime Minister? A good journalist knows how to protect his story, Harry. There's some right villains in Fleet Street these days.
I still say this is madness, Russell. Everyone knows Khrushchev died in 1971.
In obscurity. What proof did the world ever have that he was really dead?
Oh, for God's sake, Russell. Why don't we say we found Trotsky and Rasputin as well? It'd make a nice three-column picture.
What's the news, Greg?
Is he still alive? I've not discussed that with him. It seemed rather personal.
He does look a bit like Khrushchev, I grant you. But we've still got to prove it, Russell. We've got to have hard evidence.
We'll have the evidence, Harry. If this checks out, it won't be dynamite, it'll be thermonuclear. Get it to tell us everything about politics, the power, the passion. Born again Supremo spills sex secrets. Russia rings, back from dead red, lifts lid on loves and lust. There's never been a story like it. I'm impressed, Russell. You've certainly done your homework on this one. I've been over it with a fine-tooth scalpel, sir. Examined every square molecule of it. The man is Christian. You're looking queasy, Harry. What's the matter?
Well, these Sovietologists certainly argue a cogent case, I agree, but I can't pretend I don't have reservations.
Reservations are the condoms in the birth of new ideas, Harry. When I take over a business, I take the back seat. Right, Russell? Right, sir. Your policy of laissez-faire is a beacon of inspiration to all Fleet Street. People calling you the new Roy Thompson. I trust that man implicitly, Harry. He's young, he's new, he has a fresh view. He can smell a scoop when he sees one. Now then, what do you say? There's the green light, Russell, printed.
Just to warn you, Stan, page 7, the Iran-Iraq Peace Initiative. It's been spiked. Yeah, there's a replacement on its way. Love Tug Budgie and Millet Dope Riddle. Okay, bye.
You know, I think I may have managed to convince myself, Max.
What, about Khrushchev?
After all, the most distinguished experts in the country are prepared to go on the record. Maybe I've misjudged Spam. I mean, perhaps deep down, he's actually a my godfathers. What are they?
Artwork samples for the hanging spread.
Hanging spread? What hanging spread?
New rush job to coincide with the Commons vote on Monday. There's the memo from Spam.
Should we reinstate the rope for rippers, or let homicidal psychopaths prowl the streets on probation? The Crucible carefully considers both sides of the issue. Who's on this, as if I didn't know?
Kettle and Bill Titler left a couple of hours ago. Greg says something about a brilliant new angle he wanted to chase up.
You haven't put young Titler onto a story with Greg Kettle? And I had such high hopes for that boy.
You've got your notebook?
We've come here to talk to the relatives of a murder victim, is that right?
Not the relatives of a murder victim, no.
The friend of a murder victim?
Not exactly the friend of a murder victim, no. We have come here to talk to the murder victim.
The murder victim is dead. A dead person talked to us.
Hello? Is there anybody there?
This is Gladys Tape, Greg Kettle of Her Majesty's Press. We spoke on the phone.
Everything is ready. I'm on the second floor.
Now remember, this woman is a very big medium. We are about to enter a haven of peace and transcendental reverence.
Yes, I think the spirits are receptive, Mr. Kettle. Whom is it you wish to speak to?
I'd like to call up first Mr. Edward Daintree, who was hacked to death by the butcher of Bermondsey in 1936.
He is here. Mr. Daintree is with us now. Edward Daintree, there is one here who would speak with you. Will you respond? Go ahead, please.
Good morning, Mr. Daintree. Sorry to drag you down here. We're doing a background piece on the rights and wrongs of the death penalty for convicted murderers. Now, you were horribly disemboweled by one of these people. I believe at one point your head was cut off with a bread knife. Do you feel that a 10 or 15-year prison sentence is adequate for this sort of grisly crime? Uh-huh. Yes? Oh, I know, yes. Would you? How do you spell it? Right. Well, thank you very much indeed then, Mr. Daintree. Was there anything you wanted to ask?
No, I think that's covered most of my points.
Well, thank you very much then, Mrs. Tape. Next, I wonder if you could get hold of a Mrs. Belle Elmore Crippen.
Don't talk to me about sociologists, unquote. Said A5 murder victim Harry Langham, swarm intestines were found in a ditch, point, new car, quotes. They know F for Freddy, dash, 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 all about anything. More to follow later. Yes, it requires a special kind of skill, the job of the reporter. Very similar to that of the nuclear physicist or the brain surgeon.
I'm surprised you never went in for brain surgery, Greg.
Many people have suggested it.
Over the years, it's the hands, I suppose.
Right, this is the mock-up for Monday's front. We leave with Khrushchev, obviously. All the background material, substantiating evidence, how the Crucible scoured the world for 6 months to find him and so on. And gradually we set the scene for the next day's issue when we start serialising his official memoirs as told to Greg Kettle.
Now remember, Greg, not too dry. I want it spiced with scandal. What were the young men of the Kremlin like between the sheets? Was Brezhnev really the superstar everyone claimed? How did Kosygin feel about women with big breasts?
Right about it. But don't trivialise it.
And on the centre, we run the background spread on hanging time to coincide with the Commons vote later in the day.
Yes. I must say that for an article that purports to offer a fair, evenly balanced discussion on the morality of capital punishment, the headlines string the bastards up, doesn't it? We've hardly touched on the harmful effects so far.
What would you suggest, Harry?
I suggest we give Bill Titler a free hand for a few days. Left to himself, he might come up with something useful.
Father Teasdale. Bill Titler, Daily Crucible. I wonder if
Good. You can start by taking that crate into the hall.
Right.
I'm afraid everything's rather a muddle. They're closing the church down, you see. I really... Oh, don't worry. I'll get the Brownies to move it later.
Actually, I wondered if I might have a word about your late brother, Mr. Trevor Teasdale.
Trevor? Oh, yes. Sweet, charming fellow. Well, what did you want to know?
Well, I understand he was Assistant Chief Hangman of Great Britain.
I don't want to talk about that, I'm afraid.
Well,
no, I never talk about it. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Fine, point taken. Not my job to pry, I understand. Bit sensitive. So you, say you've got to pack up and move out, then?
Sadly, yes. So much to do and so little... Oh, no. Not in the sun, please. Use a toilet roll.
See, Prime Minister, the Crucible spread on hanging is pretty well sewn up for tomorrow's edition. I'd be a rogue and a rapscallion if I tried to interfere with that copy now.
Oh, absolutely, Twiggy. What the Crucible must print, the Crucible must print. Cigar.
Oh, very good.
Oh, what's that? Some notes of mine?
It appears to be a short list for the Queen's birthday honours, Prime Minister. Lord Rathbone of Highgate, Sir Russell Spam, Harold Stringer, CBE.
Oh, how careless of me, Twiggy. This is highly confidential. Of course, none of these has actually been confirmed yet. Names can still be removed.
With all due respect, sir, I feel it morally wrong and totally indefensible that 3 honours should be bestowed on a single newspaper. Strike off Harry Stringer.
And the attendances never did pick up, so down came the episcopal decree. The church has got to close.
It's very sad, Father. Still, I suppose I'd better be off. Thanks very much for the tea and sandwiches. Bye now. Oh, sorry. There was just one small detail I wanted to check before I go about your brother. He died on March the 4th, 1973, is that right?
Quinquagesima.
Yes, that's right, because I remember actually being at home at the time with my parents, all celebrating Quinquagesima. I remember them saying on the news that the Home Secretary had just granted a pardon to Raymond Evans, the man your brother had hanged 17 years before. That was quite a coincidence, I suppose, your brother dying that very same day.
I told you I didn't want to talk about that.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want you to.
I've never said a word to anybody about it in 13 years.
Right. Well, you know what the press would do with a story like that.
And I don't want to talk about it ever again, don't you understand? How I went to his house that day and found him there, hanging from the banisters. The rope all taut and rigid round his neck. He always could tie a good knot, Trevor.
Your brother, a former hangman, hanged himself?
He couldn't bear it, you see, knowing that he'd taken an innocent man's life like that.
Well, I think you're absolutely right not to talk about it, Father. Now, when you first found him hanging there...
Change of plan, everyone. The BBC's check has bounced. The breakfast time appearance is cancelled. It's time to be in for a special live interview on ITV at 9 tonight. OK, careful with him, boys. He's exclusive.
This is terrific, Will. Just what the spread needs to put some sanity back into it. Bill Tickler's just come back with a good one for the spread, Max. A hangman who hanged himself when he found he'd executed an innocent man.
The whole spread was moulded 10 minutes ago, Harry. Sorry.
Bugger it. Where's Spam, then?
TV studio. Live Khrushchev interview in 5 minutes.
Well, can't we run this on page 3 at all?
No, there's a piece about Princess Diana being anorexic again.
What? Dies shock slack tight, spark slim plague scare. Weight loss, health fear over royal knee wrinkle. What does this mean?
Oh, she was seen last night at the theatre, one leg of her tight, slightly baggy. Do you think she's lost weight, Annie? Look, this is her yesterday. This is her the same day last year.
Oh, who the hell gives a toss about Princess Diana's bloody tight? I'm sick to death of, oh, my God. Oh, my God.
And here on LWT in a moment, a change of program, we present a special live interview with former Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev.
Big.
Yes, rather fat and almost completely bald. How do you spell that? Yes? Mr. Donald Kubelski. Chronic schizophrenia. And what happened after he was discharged? Did he... I see. Stay with friends in Switzerland.
Good evening. Tonight, a rare moment in history. Former Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev, ousted from power in 1964 and believed to have died in 1971, was last week found alive by a reporter working for the Daily Crucible newspaper. The Crucible's editor, Mr. Russell Spam, is with me tonight, with Mr. Khrushchev himself. Now 93 years old, but still, I understand, alert and articulate. Mr. Khrushchev, can I start by asking you, how does it feel to have been dead for 15 years? Mr. Khrushchev, did you hear my question?
Mr. Khrushchev? Mr. Khrushchev?
Well, we're going to move on now to tomorrow's debate in the Commons on capital punishment. All the polls show that the outcome is still very much in the balance. Earlier this evening, the Prime Minister told me why he believed the death sentence was an effective deterrent.
What's the verdict? Is it serious? Does this man die on live television? Now, you tell me it wasn't Khrushchev at all, but some fruitcake from a loopy bin. What can I say, Mr. Rathbone? I've had enough, Russell. You're fired. I quite understand, sir. Had you going for a moment there, didn't I? What? April Fool, Russell. Excellent front page. Wait till Harry sees it. He'll be pleased as punch.
TV death blows Spike's Fool's Day gag. The tragic death of a 75-year-old man on live TV last night sadly scuppered Britain's biggest ever national April Fool's Day spoof. The fun-loving Crucible had put up geriatric joker Mr. Donald Kubelski to his hoax role of Mr. Khrushchev as part of a special all-Fool's Day prank. Tell Spam I want to see him here in my office immediately.
Harry, you just dropped in to say the front page is a cracker.
How you have the effrontery, Russell, to pass off this fiasco.
Oh, incidentally, I've just read this hangman piece of young Tittler's. A first-rate job. Guilt-ridden noose boss in string-up shock. Rope chief's brother tells of heartache lynch grief. It's a story that swings hanging debates, Harry. Shame it missed the paper. Oh, the word down from the chief whip's office is that the bill should cruise through this afternoon by 7 votes.
Thanks in no small measure to our Chamber of Horrors contribution, I dare say.
Well, it's not good enough, Russell. I agree, Harry. We put on 500,000 readers, but we need more. We need a stronger image, a campaigning paper, a paper with a conscience. How's it sound for a new, long-running moral crusade? The Crucible declares war on an enemy of society. An evil, power-crazed maniac, a rabid lunatic who makes Hitler look like Paddington Bear. And only the Crucible dares to stand up to him.
Well, who is this person?
We haven't found him yet, but give it time, Harry, give it time.
Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. On any page you'll find disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real. Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers.
The sudden death on live television of a man claiming to be Nikita Khrushchev and managing editor Harry Stringer's discovery that he was actually a discharged mental patient have scuppered plans for Fleet Street's biggest ever exclusive by Twiggy Rathbone's Daily Crucible. Now, editor Russell Spam is concentrating all his energies on a new way to boost the paper's circulation.
Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Get buy your papers.
The statistical breakdown in this category, therefore, can be extrapolated as follows. Small but young and tender, 15.3%. Firm and well-rounded, 33.5%. Large and bouncy, 41.2%.
Thank you, Max. The ideal breast end, gentlemen, is this one here. Next, we commissioned a second market research report on how much people like to see them wobbling about.
Morning, John. Morning, Bill. A bit warmer today, I think.
Morning. Quivering gently like a jelly, 27.5%. Flapping right up and down, that's got 51.6%.
Morning, Russell. Interesting letter from Hugh Casson on the Elgin marbles. I think we should run it in full. See what you think.
Will do, Harry. Bye. We conclude, therefore, that this particular motion has the proven maximum appeal right now. It's the only way to demolish the competition, Harry. They've done pictures of topless girls, they've done coloured pictures of topless girls, but we've got to go one better. Moving pictures of topless girls.
I think I can feel one of my headaches coming on.
Now, what do you see? 3 different colour pictures, one on top of another. Now then, put these on.
What is this?
The glasses contain 3 different coloured filters. Now, push them very quickly backwards and forwards, fast like that. The faster than that, Harry. See how they bounce up and down? That's to put $1 million on sales overnight. The Crucible unveils its latest weapon in the circulation war. Wobble vision.
This is monstrous, Russell. I've never seen such lurid rubbish in all of my life.
I agree, Harry. We withdraw it immediately.
I don't care. I absolutely forbid. What?
You've opened my eyes, Harry. It's cheap, it's tawdry. We'll ditch the whole thing at once.
Oh, well.
No matter that we've already spent $500,000 on the printing and the glasses and another $500,000 on promotion. I'll ring up the board straight away.
Oh, Russell.
I'll tell them that Harry Stringer says £1 million is a small price to pay for editorial integrity.
Russell, put that phone down.
Yes, Harry?
As long as they don't wobble about too much.
I want to speak to one of your reporters, urgently.
I'm sorry I didn't get in, Bob. The hangman piece. I know how much you had to dig to get that one.
There he goes. Do you want some finger licking?
That damn Khrushchev farce. Even I believed it was him. That's what really worries me. God, I must be a moron.
Yeah. I must dash, Mr. Stringer. Some woman with a story she wants to tell.
Oh, right. See you then.
If her tits wobble, I'll get a picture, all right?
So what are the contenders for the front now, picture-wise?
Well, it's down to 2, really. The earthquake at Santiago, or Mr. Rathbone's Angel of Mercy mission to Bangladesh.
Angel of Mercy, Twiggy Rathbone.
Hey, out of the goodness of his heart, our publisher has just flown halfway around the world in the cause of international famine relief, distributing food to the needy.
Food?
6 million rat bite chocolate bars. Donated by the Cocoa Products Division of Rat House International. If that isn't a gesture of generosity deserving front-page coverage, I don't know what is.
How about a follow-up on the hanging? Labour's pledged to repeal as soon as they're re-elected.
It's hardly news, Harry. They've been saying that right through the campaign.
I see. We didn't carry it then. Why should we bother now? I hope you're not trying to steer this paper to the right behind my back, Russell.
May God strike me dead, Harry. What have I got to gain by sucking up to McNamara and his Tory government, anyway?
A knighthood in the birthday honours list?
Well, you caught me unawares with that rumour, Harry. It's the first I've heard of that.
I won't stand for it, you know, Russell. Reds under the beds, left-wing scare stories, character assassination for political gain. I've seen it happen too often.
That's like a knife through my heart, Harry, to think that I, who worship everything you stand for, should take some innocent citizen and turn him overnight into a national left-wing bogeyman just for cheap sensationalism. Spam.
Ah, is that the religious affairs correspondent? Father Teasdale here.
No, you've been put through to the wrong extension.
Ah, good. I wondered if you could include a small paragraph to let people know that I should be staying on for a while at St. Ninian's. I was moving out, but what with my varicose veins...
This is the editor's office.
Besides, I don't see why they should close the church down just like that, do you? In fact, I'm thinking of writing to the bishop.
You gibbering old fool. Some senile old duffer wants to stop his church being shut down, just as if I... Max, get me Greg Kettle in here. At once.
I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Are you sure all this is necessary, Mr. Kettle?
It's standard practice in newspaper interviews, Father. We have to separate fact from fiction.
But I am a member of the Catholic Church, you know.
Richard Nixon was a Quaker, but he didn't get the better of us.
What am I supposed to have done wrong?
Well, that's what we're here to find out, isn't it, Father?
Father, there was a nasty piece of work from the gutter press. Came round a minute ago, but I managed to get rid of him. He was trying to... How did you get in here? I told you you're not to see him. The father's got flu.
He may have typhus or chronic ringworm, madam. I won't catch it. Oh, I come from a very sturdy stock. I've interviewed lepers before today, but thank you anyway for the tip. Perhaps you could breathe away from me whenever possible, Father. You are Father Edward Teasdale, incumbent priest at the parish of St. Ninians here in Islington?
Yes.
A church which the authorities say must close due to falling attendances.
Yes.
Yet you are still here, Father.
Well, I thought I'd try and stay on and change the bishop's mind. You see, what I really
You
want
are,
to do...
in effect, staging a wildcat sit-in to stop your employers butchering the industry.
Quite.
Father Teasdale, how long have you been a radical Marxist?
Miss Chandler?
Yes?
Miss Sharon Chandler?
Yes?
Oh, your voice sounds different on the phone.
Sharon's washing her hair. What do you want?
Bill Titler, Daily Crucible. She rang us up. Sounded urgent.
Hang on.
Mr. Tickler. I was just washing my hair.
So I see. Wet.
Come in.
So, I wondered if we could just go over this story of yours once again, only we want to be dead sure we've got it right with something as big as this, don't we? Basically, your pet tabby cat Gertrude looks like Princess Michael of Kent.
Right.
Every time anyone sees her, they always say, "My goodness, that cat looks exactly like Princess Michael of Kent, apart from the whiskers."
Correct.
Now, Gertrude is grey and white in colour, with big blue eyes and a prominent snout. She's 6.5 years old, and her favourite food is liver, rabbit, and pilchards.
As I say, I'm sorry she's not here for you to see. Only my boyfriend, Keith, had to take her to the vets this morning to have her put down.
Yeah, that's why Sharon seems a bit upset, you see.
Fine. Well, thanks very much for calling me up, and here, don't go giving this story to The Guardian now, will you?
No, of course not. Thank you for calling, Mr. Tickler.
Pleasure. I hope you don't mind me asking this, Keith. You see, the thing is, I've got a bit of a problem. I can't find clothes to fit me.
Sorry?
Well, you see, that suit you're wearing, that's obviously a hand-cut made-to-measure job. Now, what is that? Savile Row, is it?
Well, this? Burton's, off the peg.
Pull the other one.
Oh, straight up.
No, really, where did you get it? Italian, is it?
Oh, my life, look.
Very nice. Shame about the shoes.
Incredible. All these years, and I never realised I was a radical Marxist.
It's often over. But, I have a knack of winkling these things out. Is this your diary?
Yes.
I'm afraid I shall have to confiscate it. And we shall also need an up-to-date photograph of you. So I'll have to ask you to accompany me back to the office to have one taken.
Well, can you do that?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Well, I'll just get my coat on then.
And be quick about it if you would. It doesn't do to keep Her Majesty's press waiting.
I'm ready, look. I won't have to wear handcuffs, will I?
It's rather up to you, isn't it, Father? Come on.
Start your day with a sizzle from the white-hot crucible and see the scientific discovery of the age, wobble vision. Now your favourite luscious lovelies in full quivering glory, with the special glasses free in every issue. Only in the Crucible, the paper with integrity.
Ted the Red blasts church axe threat. A fanatical left-wing priest from North London this week launched a massive campaign of bully boy tactics designed to bring the country to its knees. Speaking to our reporter at his criminal-style headquarters, the man who has been dubbed Castro in a Cassock denied any political motive behind his protest against church closures. But sources close to the militant Jesus freak say he is hell-bent on the destruction. This is disgraceful.
Absolutely disgraceful, Mrs. Beattie. How they ever let a dreadful man like that become a priest, I
They're talking about you, Father. I knew we should never have let that snake in the grass in here. And how you could ever let them persuade you to have your picture taken.
We said it'd be more natural if I was reading a newspaper.
But the Morning Star, Father.
Speaking to Lloyd, Richard and Kelvin at lunch, Max, they said none of their papers had the slightest intention of copying our wobbling girls idea. That means every tabloid in Fleet Street will have them by next Monday.
Well, you know what they say, Russell. Tits sell newspapers.
Fortunately for us, they also buy them. Now then, the Teesdale Leader column. A pox on this preacher of pestilence. The Crucible speaks its mind. It's a shame Harry Stringer can't be here to oversee this editorial. It's the one thing he was obsessed with keeping an eye on. No news out there still, I suppose?
No, he's still trapped down there, Russell. Electronic locks must have jammed on his doors and windows. He's been in there 7 hours now.
Company cars all over. Still, I can speak for Harry. We're of one mind, he and I. Now then, where were we? Power-crazed parson, Ted the Red. Teesdale is a cause for national shame. Ted the Red underlined, I think. Power-crazed parson in 12-point bold type. OK, Max?
Father Teesdale himself was unavailable for comment as he'd gone to bed early. Meanwhile, reaction to the Crucible's story has been swift. 17 other priests in North London have already announced they are to come out on strike in sympathy as a protest against church closures. Father Edwin O'Brien of John Divine Camden said, "It's the thin end of the wedge. We are not prepared to see hard-working colleagues thrown on the scrap heap."
Russell.
Elsewhere, weddings...
Harry, they've cut you out at last.
Never mind, they've cut me out at last. Have you seen the news? Have you seen what effect this Ted the Red rubbish of yours is having? It's spreading like wildfire, Russell. This is just the sort of inflammatory...
Mr. Stringer, Max wants to see you upstairs, Sergeant. Russell, something's come up.
We'll talk about this later, Harry.
A new report today issued by the...
Don't think I won't, Russell. Did you get anywhere today?
There's something dodgy going on there, no doubt about that. I just don't know what it is. Need some ferreting out. Can I have a pint of tartan, please, Archie?
It's criminal, Bill. What they're doing to the Crucible. Criminal.
Circulation shot up.
Anything will shoot up. Put naked women all over it. It's a travesty of the profession I joined 33 years ago. When I was a reporter your age on the Macclesfield Echo, journalism was a fine, noble career. To serve society through the dispassionate execution of one's duty. Free from corruption. Greg!
They've cut you out at last then, Harry.
Who were those people you were paying that money to?
Oh, just ordering my Christmas cards, Harry. Pays to do it, Harry. Oh, by the way, Bill, letter came for you about half an hour ago.
Greg, I demand to know.
Can't hang about, Harry. Lots to do. Bye.
I'll see you around, Bill.
You're right. See you, Mr. Stringer.
I've just been out of the Stone to read tomorrow's leader column.
Sam?
I've never seen such a piece of pernicious dribble in my life.
Sorry, Harry, we've got more pressing problems than that. Read the faxes coming in from PA. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Statement from BMA noon today confirms regular use of crucible glasses can lead to migraines and permanent damage to vision. Oh, my God. Stop that, you'll go blind.
The sleepy parish of St Hilda's was today witness to scenes of mob terror as pickets tried to disrupt the annual Easter Fair. F for Freddy, A-Y-R-A. Militant supporters of Father Teasdale were out in force as moderate parishioners attempted to defy the strike with homemade treacle darts. Meanwhile, leader of the Wolf Cubs, Mr. K.R. Griffith, was viciously kicked in the stomach as he attempted to deliver the lucky dip. But the ugliest moment came at 3:35 when one of the pickets lobbed a homemade bomb at the Church Hall Road. More scenes of unparalleled violence are expected tomorrow.
I spoke to Mr. Rathbone this morning, just back from his mercy mission to the Third World. He said it's a shame about the wobbling breasts, but he doesn't hold it against you, Harry.
Oh, right. What do you mean he doesn't hold it against me?
Well, I wanted to call a halt to the whole thing. It was you who insisted on going ahead, remember?
But that was...
The only answer now is to pull the plug completely. That's why we called this special news conference. I think this press release says it all. Go blind, glasses, jibe, sinks, copycat, boob bounce plan. The shock revelation that a new pair of gimmick glasses can ruin your eyesight has scotched plans by the Mirror, Sun and Star to launch a new Wobble Vision war in Fleet Street. Crucible editor Russell Spam, whose own paper courageously abandoned the idea after only 2 days, said the man who hatched up the whole concept, executive managing editor Harry Stringer, has admitted he was wrong. The health of our readers must come.
You mean to tell me that all the other tabloids were just about to follow suit?
Between them, they just printed 8 million pairs of glasses, Harry. Now they'll have to scrap the lot.
Looks as if the only people who benefited from all this are the firm that make the glasses. I think they're laughing all the way to the bank.
That is correct. The firm which manufactured the glasses, Rat Print Industrial Optics, is a subsidiary of Rat House International. It is not my policy, however, gentlemen, to make cheap capital out of the blunders of my fellow proprietors in Fleet Street. Making cheap capital is the dog's turd on the path to prosperity. Instead, as a gesture of my magnanimity, I shall be donating all the profits from the manufacture of the glasses to charity. They'll be used to pay for the 6 million rat bite bars I distributed in Bangladesh.
Hello. YMCA car park.
Mr. Tickler,
What is this?
you have been to see the girl, Sharon Chandler. She told you nothing.
Yeah, well, she was being leaned on, wasn't she? Rather heavily. Now, who are you and what's this all about?
I cannot reveal my identity. You will know me simply as Sore Throat.
Sore throat? Listen, if you're trying to wind me up or something...
I will tell you just this much, Mr. Titler. The rest is up to you. The man your newspaper thought was Khrushchev, Donald Kubelski.
The bloke that died in the box?
His death was no accident, Mr. Titler.
What are you trying to say?
I repeat, Kubelski's death was no accident.
Disaster, servant killing of his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real.
Twiggy Rathbone's Daily Crucible, in the hands of its editor, Russell Spam, and reporter, Greg Kettle, has seized on Father Teasdale's mild protest to stop his parish church being closed down and blown it up into a major left-wing scare story, despite managing editor Harry Stringer's desperate efforts to maintain the paper's integrity. Reporter Bill Titler, meanwhile, has received an anonymous tip-off that a former mental patient who claimed to be Khrushchev and who died during a live television interview was murdered.
I wouldn't wrap chips in this edition, Russ. Why are we going on and on about this poor man, Father Teasdale? 20 things you never knew about the Pink Padre. 1, he was born under the same star as Lenin. 2, his dental records are remarkably similar to those of Ho Chi Minh. 3, he has never formally denied being a member of the Baader-Meinhof gang.
It's hard facts, Harry. It's not for us to brush truth under the carpet.
Harold Stringer. Well, now, Mr. Rathbone. Only I'm in the middle of some very pressing... Yes, all right, in your office.
First-rate job, Harry. This edition marks a new pinnacle in journalism.
I'm very flattered, Mr. Rathbone, but I really don't feel it...
Flattery is the floating cockroach in the milk of human kindness. I didn't call you here to butter you up. Take a look at this.
That's spitting image, isn't it?
Sunday's episode. I'll just fast forward through and stop it anywhere at random.
Ah, come in, Spam. What's our latest gimmick to boost circulation? Well, how about this one, your most twiggy Rathboneness? As from tomorrow, with every copy of the Daily Crucible, you get a free naked lady. Yes, sir, you just open the paper like this, and out drops a real, live, naked lady. Big, floppy, dangly things which you can put your face between like this and go... Terrible idea, I hate it. I've got a much better one. It came to me this morning as I was walking across the water in my jacuzzi. However, free copy of the Crucible. We give away a free naked lady. Oh, terrific, sir. Positively scrumptious. I think I'm going to have an orgasm.
I'm big enough, Harry. I can take it. It's the royal family I feel sorry for. They can't answer back.
Quite. Well, if that's it, sir. I'm scared. I have a lot to do.
That kind of savage caricatures water off a duck's back to me, Harry. I shan't be after the blood of those Oxbridge rejects with their schoolboy humour. I can take a joke.
Morning, Mr. Rathbone.
So, you and the editor were with Kubelski in the green room till 7. You broke for supper, went on the air at 9, and at 2 minutes past, the old man was dead, apparently from a heart attack.
Does all this really matter now, Bill? The Khrushchev hoax is ancient history.
Suppose my contact's on the level. Suppose he didn't die a natural death.
Your contact? A lobotomy case who rings you up in underground car parks and calls himself Sore Throat? If we printed every story we got from cranks, there'd be no space left for the real serious news. Now, this is the one I want you to cover this one. An old man in Falkirk who's got a ferret that looks like Princess Margaret.
Nice one, Russell.
Find some more and work it into a feature. The gerbil that looks like Viscount Linley. The natterjack toad that's a dead ring of Queen Beatrix of the Netherlands.
With respect, Mr. Stringer did expressly say I was to dig around in this one for a bit.
Is Andy out there? Oh, get him in here the moment he comes back, will you?
Now, the only people who would put near Kubelski were yourself, the editor, the interviewer, and the LWT staff nurse.
Do you really believe that geriatric lunatic was murdered? Do you really believe nobody else would have found out by now? You believe anything.
I didn't believe he was Khrushchev.
Greg, what's the latest on Father Teasdale?
57 more priests on strike today, Russell. They see the threat to close St Ninian's as the tip of the iceberg. Of course, the church has denied having any hit list, but then so did Henry VIII. There's a lot of priests still trying to work normally, but being hampered by mass picketing. I saw a christening today where the baby had to be passed down a line of policemen like a rugby ball.
You stay with it, Greg, but whatever you do, keep close tabs on Teasdale. He's the key to the whole story.
He looks a bit fierce, Mrs. Beattie. He doesn't bite, does he?
He's a guard dog, Father. Of course he bites. I didn't borrow him to run up to an intruder and have his tummy tickled. Now, I'm going to give Lobo his supper. Whatever you do, don't open the door to any more reporters. Do you hear me? Under any circumstances. Come on.
Of course I won't, Mrs. Beattie. Of course not. No. No, please go away. Go away! Oh, my goodness me. Oh, poor man.
Father, what are you doing?
He's having a heart attack. We must wrap him in a blanket and get an ambulance.
Let me in! You're obstructing a citizen from going to his place of work! I'll have your assets sequestrated for this!
Get out of this house! They've stolen nothing, Father!
Go away! Please go away! We don't like you! We don't want you here! You go... Oh, no, you can't! No!
They've had enough warnings, Father! Go on!
Sorry to trouble you, nurse. My name's Bill Tittler.
Mr. Tittler, Look, I'm frightfully busy. I can't possibly talk.
No, actually, this time I came to talk about...
Mr. Grubelski, yes? Well, I suppose someone told you I gave him an injection before he went on the air. All right. Yes, I did. What of it? There's nothing sinister in that, is there, Mr. Tittler? Why does everyone keep hounding me? But for Christ's sake, leave me alone!
Ah, sorry to drag you from your work again, Harry. This seems to have been delivered to my office completely by mistake. Looks like a freelance submission for a TV column.
Libby Molesworth, bitch of the box.
Breezy and biting, she comes out fighting. At a glance, I'd say it was well worth inclusion.
A good comedy show on TV is like a drop in the ocean. Spitting Image is like a plop in the lavatory. The low spot of this week's show was a cruel and ugly rubber dolly purporting to represent the fine aquiline features of Mr. Terence Rathbone, the distinguished millionaire philanthropist. Lampoon it may be, but lampoons are the embarrassing understain on the fabric of society.
She pulls no punches, Harry.
Quite. We have a slight problem here, Mr. Rathbone, in that the NGA have a worked rule on at the moment over manning levels. And if, heaven forbid, sir, Ms. Molesworth turned out not to be a member of the NUJ, I'm afraid they'd simply refuse to set the copy. Besides which, if we did run the column, there are some malicious-minded people who might think we only printed it so that you could get your own back on Spitting Image.
Finish the thought, Harry. I've no axe to grind with that heap of excrement.
So, if that's all, sir. Only I do seem to be spending an awful lot of my time up here just lately, when really I ought to be attending to matters on the paper.
I agree, Harry. Next time, don't bother me unless it's important. Good morning.
Supposing someone did want to bump the old man off, they get the studio nurse to slip something into his insulin jab, then put the frighteners on her to make sure she doesn't talk.
Yes, but how don't you ever stop eating? No disrespect, but this is just the sort of deep scandal expose I cut my teeth on as a cub reporter for the Oswestry Comet. You see, the first question you've got to answer is, if Kubelski was poisoned, why didn't it show up at the post-mortem? If only there was some way we could find out what was in the pathologist's report.
You could try reading it.
That's one possibility. How did you get hold of this?
Mate down the coroner's office. As you can see, cause of death, heart failure. Might be worth having a word with the doctor, though. I thought I'd pay him a call tomorrow morning.
Yes. Right. Very impressive, though. I suppose Kettle's still out on the Teesdale story.
I think he's found some new angle on it.
That's what worries me. A short history of werewolves. The werewolf, a serious study. Lycanthropes and man-beasts, do they exist in modern society? No, ridiculous. Even Kettle couldn't work these into a newspaper story.
So, in the last 25 years, that's 548 legs of lamb, 139 necks of lamb, 274 shoulders of lamb, 141 lamb's livers. In other words, if we put all these together, Father Teesdale has, to your certain knowledge, devoured no fewer than 137 dead sheep. No further questions.
Out of the way, please, ladies.
Her Majesty's press.
Can't I ever have an early night, Russell? Can't I ever leave this building before the presses roll without you committing this sort of front-page atrocity?
I agree, Harry. The layout's an abortion. We were pushed for time.
I'm not talking about the layout, Russell. As you well know, I'm talking about this. Ted the Red in Wolfman Riddle. Greg Kettle probes the ghastly goings-on in St. Ninian's churchyard. Speculation was growing today that militant left-wing clergyman Father Teesdale may be hiding a grim and grisly secret. I offer no rational explanation for the macabre events that transpired when I called on him 2 nights ago. Let readers judge for themselves. Fact. Seconds after Teasdale had disappeared from view, a hideous wolf-like beast materialized in the doorway and tried to savage me to death. Fact. Teasdale and the wolf-like creature were never seen together at the same time. Fact. It was a night with a full moon. Fact. The wolf was still wearing a dog collar. The word flimsy seems woefully inadequate, Greg.
I agree, Harry. It's sensationalism for sensationalism's sake. The Crucible's duty is to give fair, unbiased coverage to all citizens, be they rich or poor, black or white, human or werewolf.
Precisely, and that's why he is not a werewolf. There's no such thing as werewolves. I want a full retraction on this in tomorrow's paper. And no arguments. You see? Look at this. Letters of complaint flooding in already. I was appalled by such callous treatment of such an innocent man. Yet a spiteful attack that charted new dimensions of bad taste. I refer, of course, to the hideous puppet of Mr. Terence Rathbone that polluted the nation's TV. Are all these letters about Spitting Image?
Came in this morning, 3 sackfuls of them.
They all seem to be in the same handwriting.
I'm no expert, Harry.
And there's no address on any of them. You know our rule, Russell. If we can't check them out, we don't publish them.
Are you sure you don't...
Spike them. Greg, I want a word.
So, you examined Mr. Kubelski's body, Doctor. What exactly did you come up with, then?
Come up with? It was a post-mortem, Mr. Titler, not a lucky dip. One follows a precise procedure. First, you fold back the skin and muscle, so, and expose the thoracic cavity. Then you look at the heart. And as you can see, this is a perfectly sound and healthy one.
That's lucky, then, eh?
No problem with the pumping action here. Now, just you give that a squeeze. Mr. Kubelski, if I recall. His heart was more like a deep-frozen pizza. Hard and emaciated. You all right, Mr. Tittle?
Yes, I'm fine. Fine. Now, supposing someone had been poisoned, how would you find that out?
Send some blood samples down to the path lab. They'd run various tests.
You did that with Kubelski, did you?
I've already told you, Mr. Titler. One look at his heart was enough to tell me what he died of, so it wasn't necessary to make blood tests. Besides, one can tell a great deal about the state of the blood from a liver biopsy. Now, if I just take a big slice... First time you've examined a dead body, I take it.
Well, I did once interview Selina Scott. Yes, it is.
Well, if I've answered all your questions...
Yes, thanks very much for your help, Doctor. Oh, sorry, there was just one thing. Kubelski was, of course, a diabetic. That had nothing at all to do with his death. You know, lack of, whatever it is, insulin. You're certain about that?
Perfectly certain. There was no evidence of insulin deficiency at all.
Well, how do you know if you didn't carry out a blood test? Oh, of course, the studio nurse. She'd only just given him a fresh dose half an hour before, hadn't she?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, how you stick this job beats me, Doctor. You know, half an hour I've been here and it's already affecting my brain. Do you know, a minute ago, I thought I saw that corpse over there move. Pathetic, isn't it? Anyway, bye. Thanks again.
You asked us to print a retraction, Harry.
It took me 4.5 hours to find it, Russell. 3 across. He is not really a werewolf.
I agree, Harry. Shabby's not the word for it. Subs must have misheard my instructions. I said print it on page 5 across 3 columns. They must have thought I said make it into a crossword clue.
Have you any idea what it's like, Mr. Stringer, to get threatening phone calls from sheep farmers in Inverary?
Mrs. Beattie, I really am...
To wake up in the middle of the night and find the local Tory party agent trying to fire a silver bullet through the window. He's a frightened man, Mr. Stringer. He just sits here all day long, convinced he can see the hair growing on his hands.
I do assure you, Mrs. Beattie, we will be making full reparations. I am personally writing a long and detailed apology which will appear prominently right across tomorrow's front page. At this time, I assure you, the Daily Crucible will emerge with honour.
There must be some reason for this, Mr. Rathbone. I mean, if our advertising rates are too high, we could... Is there something wrong with your hand?
Just a touch of writer's cramp. Anyway, my mind made up. Next week I shall be cancelling all our peak time TV commercials for the following products. Rat Bite Dairy Assortment. Rat Keg Yorkshire Bitter. Rat Race Sport Cycles Oil of Rat Baby Lotion. Rat American Airways. Rat 69. Improved fibre-rich Rat Brand Breakfast Flakes. You see, to be frank, Mr. Spatula, I'm worried about our brand image.
Brand image?
The name of Rat House is a byword for quality and integrity. Attributes not currently shared, I'm afraid, by the programmes put out from your TV station.
Programmes?
I'm not singling out any one show in particular. You've only got to open the TV Times any day of the week to see the sort of garbage I'm talking about.
Ah.
Champagne, Mr. Spatula. Don't blame yourself, Harry. It could happen to anyone.
How could they do this to me, Russell? What does it look like? Recent articles in the Crucible have suggested that Father Edward Teasdale may be prey to supernatural forces. Today, Executive Managing Editor Harold Stringer sets out the facts in Mr. Teasdale's defence. Nothing. A complete blank space. They all think it's a gimmick that we're refusing to apologise. It's a disaster.
You weren't to know, Harry, that your NUJ membership had just expired.
By 3 days, Russell. If they'd told me, I could have renewed.
Now, when comps worked to rule, they worked to rule. The copy was black. There was nothing I could do about it.
I often wonder if I should have died while I was still young.
Spam? Oh, yes, he's right here, Mr. Rathbone.
Oh, for goodness sake, sir, if I hear one more syllable about spitting image, I won't be responsible for my...
Spitting image? No, I'm over that one now, Harry. I was just being an old sourpuss. Where are we if we can't laugh at ourselves? The show's a real tonic. All good, clean, harmless fun. I can't wait to see tomorrow night's episode.
This is an outrage, a scab on the pimple of journalism. And I'm not standing. Send the idiot responsible for this hogwash in here at once.
You sent for me, your constant erectness. Let me massage your buttocks with my tonsils.
Stop, you grubby little hack. What do you mean by filling my paper, these outrageous whoppers?
They are a bit lumpy round the nipples, aren't they, sir?
About these whoppers, Stringer. Labour Party rocked by new vampire scandal. Leader of the opposition admits I sucked the blood out of babies. Yum, yum. TUC's General Secretary is a Martian. New report says he bursts out of people's chests at dinner parties.
How can you ever forgive me your ineffableness? I'll just slice my head off with a chainsaw.
Don't be quick about it, Stringer.
What have you found out so far, Mr. Titler?
Approximately bugger all. The nurse who gave the old boy the injections too scared to open her mouth, and the pathologist who examined the bodies almost certainly faked the report to make it look like a natural death. It's a bloody brick wall everywhere I go. And quite frankly, I'm getting a bit pissed off lurking around here in the dead of night like something out of Smiley's People. I wouldn't mind the answer to a few questions. Like, who's the bloke with the shoes who keeps getting to everyone before I do and nobbling them?
You will have to be careful of him, Mr. Titler. He is a detective. He works for Special Branch.
Terrific.
Can't you see it yet, Mr. Titler? How big this is? Ask yourself, who would have this many people in his pocket? Who is there with the power, the influence, the money?
Okay, all right. You know, how about the answer to this one? Who are you? And how come you know so much about all this anyway? And... Hello? Hello?
Sore throat, is it now? Now don't tell me you've been discussing our little affairs with the newspapers. I wasn't awfully sensible of you, was it?
Stay away from me, Keith. Stay away from me. Don't do that, Keith. No, don't do that. Don't do...
Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. On any page you'll find disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real. Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers.
Editor Russell Spam has run a front-page story in Twiggy Rathbone's Daily Crucible, claiming Catholic priest Father Edward Teasdale is a werewolf. While managing editor Harry Stringer tries to repair the damage, reporter Bill Titler continues his hunt for the killer of former mental patient Donald Kubelski. But his inquiries have been dealt a crushing blow by the sudden and mysterious silencing of the anonymous source known as Sore Throat.
Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. Just buy your papers.
Hi there, readers. Are you getting it regularly? Then why not let me pop mine through your letterbox? Daily Crucible I'm talking about. It's tops for news and sport, and it's...
Makeup. Are you sure there's nothing we can do about the nose? Maybe if we tried changing lenses.
It's looking great, Harry. You take to cameras like a duck to water.
Oh, I still say you should be doing this commercial, Russell. I'm not at all cut
You're
out.
the managing editor, Harry. You're the man who commands trust and respect. Try Try shining a light up his nostrils.
We'll move on to the next speech, Mr. Springer. Now remember, the pickling jar is coming in from the right, okay?
Yes, I think our pickling jar. What pickling
And
jar?
going in, 3, 2, 1, action.
Yes. The Crucible has always been a paper with a heart. Well, now we're a paper with kidneys, too. Every day this week, we're giving away one of these 6 human kidneys to patients with chronic renal failure. Simply fit in the human kidneys. You told me we were giving away a mini Metro.
BL pulled out, Harry. We thought this one had greater human interest.
I don't believe it.
Oh, sorry, Harry. I thought you knew. We did discuss it at last week's conference. Oh, that must have been the afternoon you were caught in the revolving door at Selfridge's.
My godfathers, Russell, if we put this up, there'll be a national outcry. I can personally guarantee it. I want this whole idea spiked immediately.
I agree, Harry. Only a man with your breadth of vision could point out the insensitivity of giving away human kidneys in a newspaper. Spike it we shall.
I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Hold it like that, Mr. Springer. The nose looks great.
According to the latest information, gentlemen, 378 Catholic churches are now on strike in sympathy. And yesterday, police stopped 9 coachloads of flying Jesuits on their way to Lourdes. The time has come for a messianic figure to step in and mediate, and that is why I, Terence Rathbone, have pledged my services night and day until a settlement is reached.
Night? That's when it happens. And that's when I turn into a werewolf.
What your newspaper has done to him is a nervous wreck. Take that string of garlic off your neck, Father. That's for vampires. You say you want to help us reach a compromise, Mr. Rathbone, but I don't...
Compromise is the heaving buttock in the thrust of my argument. The strikers are demanding St. Ninian's be kept open. You are determined it shall close. Only a man steeped in the supreme subtleties of diplomacy could hope to find a way out. Gentlemen, we have found a way out. The dispute is over. St. Ninian's will remain open. I have personally put the church in touch with an anonymous businessman who has generously agreed to donate £80,000 for the upkeep and maintenance of the building. Of course, I'm unable to divulge the identity of this mystery benefactor, but I have here a short statement issued on his behalf. I am proud to give this £80,000 without recourse to any cheap public relations exercise, for cheap public relations exercises are the squeaky lino in the corridors of power. And now, gentlemen, perhaps you'd care for a picture of the 3 of us together, if we could just... Where's Teasdale?
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Eminence. It was the only way.
Where have you hidden it, Russell? Where's the announcement about the kidneys? In the small ads, used kidney for sale, only one previous owner?
Harry, it's your droll quips that make working on this paper a constant joy. What have we got, Max?
Well, there's this computer break-in. It's quite interesting. Special branch had this top-secret third-generation computer installed for personal surveillance, phone tapping, general invasion of privacy. National Council for Civil Liberties broke in to try and sabotage the thing. Found somebody else who got there first. Wires pulled out the lot.
I'm not dancing a jig on the desk with excitement, Max.
Well, there's Father Teasdale impaling himself on a meat skewer at lunch this morning.
What? There's the splash, everyone! Ted the Red in Heartsphere deathbed. Wolfman fears prompt preachers panic poke at peace talks. Craig's down the hospital now, keeping a 24-hour vigil. Any developments, he'll ring straight through here.
Oh, my God.
You took your time, didn't you?
You should lose some weight.
What do you want?
Her Majesty's Press, I'm afraid I shall have to commandeer this phone. And I'll thank you not to eavesdrop on my conversation. I've little time for snoopers. Copy? Greg Kettle, I've got the Teesdale story. Catchline, bloodbath. Maniac Marxist Red Ted Teesdale was today critically ill in hospital after driving a wooden stake through his heart in a dramatic bloodbath of guts and gore. Look, keep it down, would you? Having consideration for others, the shocked suicide attempt came seconds after a... Look, I won't tell you again. After a brilliant 11th-hour settlement to the church dispute, engineered by the Crucible's proprietor, Mr. Terence Rathbone.
It's all right, Mrs. Jenkins. Don't worry, it's all right. They're coming this time, sister.
When I spoke to the Pope this morning, I think
I told you to get out when I saw you in the operating theatre. Now, will you... Hello? Page Dr. Martin. It's Mrs. Sankey. The multiple birth's on its way. Hurry!
Come on, Sharon, open up, will you? Come on, you're not afraid of that dickhead Keith, are you? Is there some kind of brain damage that they're using to try and... Hello, Keith. Just talking about you, funnily enough.
You got balls, Titler, I'll say that. I take it you want to keep them.
Well, if it's convenient, Keith.
I don't know what fairy tales you've been hearing from our friend's sore throat, but you can take it from me, there's not an ounce of truth in any of it.
Well, I'm not so... Not an ounce of truth in any of it.
40 chips in the memory circuits, you see, Mr. Titler? Made it go haywire. Everything you heard from that computer was the product of a malfunction. You understand me?
A computer? Jesus. Malfunction, I've got you.
Good. I do hope we understand each other now, Mr. Titler. Because if I catch you snooping around here once more, you'll find out what brain damage is really about.
And that's number 6. All right, sister. They're fine, Mrs. Sankey. 6 lovely, healthy little babies.
Wait! I think I can see another one in there. There's one more there. I can definitely see it.
What are you doing here? Get out!
Mrs. Sankey, I wonder if you could just talk us through that last one again.
Then when I got back to the office, I found this letter from Sharon Chandler.
Since you won't stop bothering me, Mr. Titler, I have decided to leave the country. I am flying to Bangladesh to work as a nurse in Batpara, where there has just been a major outbreak of food poisoning. And Batpara, isn't that where...
Mr. Rathbone handed out 6 million rat bite chocolate bars.
Look, with respect, Bill, there's one area of this case we've so far overlooked.
Who'd have a motive to kill Kubelski?
Who'd have a motive to kill Kubelski? Yes.
It's got to be someone who thought he was Khrushchev. Someone who didn't want him to spell out a load of secrets that might be embarrassing to the Russians.
Exactly.
What I can't get out of my head, though, is the last thing Sore Throat said to me. Who do you know with the power, the influence, the money? Who?
That's what I said, Russell. A major multi-million-pound contract with the Soviet Union. Rathouse International have today reached agreement with Moscow to supply them with rat cola mineral drinks to the end of the century. Only a shrewd businessman like yourself could have pulled it off, Mr. Rathbone. That's not for me to say, Russell. And own the Daily Crucible lock, stock and barrel as I do it, but be wrong for me to advise you how big to run the story. Suffice it to say that it marks a sensational new boost to East-West détente. Not content with bringing peace to major industrial disputes, you now bring hope to humanity, sir. The world scarce deserves a man of your caliber. Have this tin of rat cola with my compliments, Russell. I'm not worthy to drink it, sir. I'll treasure it all.
No, I've told told you, I'm not interested.
Now listen, Mrs. Sankey. How long do you think you'll be able to provide for 6 little ones like that on your wages from a wimpy bar? I think you should reconsider my offer.
No. Look, for the last time, I don't want to sell my children to a newspaper.
Mrs. Sankey, perhaps I haven't made my position totally clear. We are prepared to offer you this sum.
I don't care what.
She actually signed this, Greg.
And you'll see that I've inserted a 12-month guarantee clause, Russell. So if any of the babies die, she has to give us a refund.
Bash it all out, Greg. This is tomorrow's front 2 and 3.
Well, I've heard of buying the mother's story, but buying the babies...
It's called a scoop, Max.
What are we going to do with 6 babies?
Sam? Harry who? Harry! How did the dentist appointment go? You what? Trapped in a telephone box? Can't you? Some idiot lorry driver's parked on the pavement right up against the door. No, he can't get out and he's only got 1 10p piece. What's that, Harry? Well, can't you... Oh, no. He didn't even have time to say where he was.
You didn't answer me, Russell. What the hell are we going to do with 6 babies?
6 little miracles. They captured the hearts of the nation. Now, exclusively through the Crucible, one of the Sankey sextuplets can be yours.
I don't believe it.
Yes! No one can believe it, but it's true. Every day this week, we're giving away a super sextuplet to one of our readers.
Never seen anything like it in my life.
Yes, it's baby freebies all this week in the Crusading Crucible. Just write to us, including proof of sterility, and the first 6 childless couples out of the sack will take home a toddler.
I can personally guarantee it.
The Crucible, the paper with integrity.
You said spike the babies. I thought you meant ram them all onto metal spikes.
How could you do it, Russ?
Your word is my command, Harry.
They're going to hang me for it, Russell.
Tragic loss to the world of journalism, Harry. No finer newspaper man ever walked the earth.
But I didn't kill them, Russell. You did. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't kill them.
Harry, wake up!
Where am I?
You just passed out, Harry. Must have been that 6.5 hours you spent stuck in a telephone box yesterday. You were starting to say something about the Sankey sextuplet.
Sextuplets? Sextuplets? Oh, my God, Russell, what have you done? It's an outrage.
Russell's hands off it.
Giving away babies is worse than kidneys.
I agree, Harry. We'll spike them at once.
Yes, you do that. No, don't spike them. What do you do? Just give them back to their mother, Russell. Just give them back to their mother.
Give them back? But the Crucible's just paid this sum for them, Harry.
I don't care what, sir.
Yeah, thank you. I don't think there'll be any giving back just yet, Russell. Camden Borough Council have made an application to take the kids away from us and put them into local care. From now on, it's all in the hands of the law courts.
Right!
This is a historical day for us in the Soviet Union, Mr. Rathbone. What more could any civilized nation ask for than the chance to drink 500 billion gallons of red cola? No, we have now truly entered the age of technology.
Of all the merchandise that I produce, Mr. Kuznetsky, red cola is the apple of my eye. No other product gives me such a sense of pride or fulfillment. Not for me, thank you.
Not for me.
Hey, you'll have some more, won't you, Harry?
Well, I don't think I've got room for
He
any more.
can't get enough of it. Right?
Look, Mr. Rathbone, I wonder if I could have a private word with you. There's something I'm very worried about.
Worry is the polluted trout in the stream of consciousness, Harry. Whatever it is, you can get it off your chest to me. Excuse us, gentlemen, for a moment.
It's Russell, sir. This time he's gone beyond the pale. Buying newborn babies, for God's sake. And for this sum. And now it's all going to be dragged through the courts. The Crucible's name will be mud. Something's got to be done about it.
I agree, Harry. Fire him.
What?
Fire him. If you're not happy with his work, kick him out.
Can I do that?
You're the king of the castle, Harry. You reign supreme. You could have sacked him whenever you wanted. I didn't put Spam in that job as some mindless puppet to do my every bidding. If he's overstepped the mark, he'll have to go.
Good Lord. Well, if it's as simple as that.
Couldn't be simpler, Harry. We'll hold a special meeting of the board of Rat House newspapers, convince them, and Spam will be out on his ear. You have my solemn, binding word on that.
I'm off to have lunch with the board now, Max. Can't say too much at this stage, but I might have a spot of good news for you when I get back.
Good news? No use to me, Harry. Got a paper to fill.
Excellent, great news. Wait till Harry Stringer hears about this one.
Oh, you've just missed him. What's up? Something broken?
You tell Max what you just told me, Greg.
Well, I've just come from court, Max, the care order hearing on the Sankey 6 duplets. Social Services Officer Mr. F.L. Wilkie testified that upon calling at Mrs. Sankey's flat in Rhododendron Terrace to interview the husband, he found not Mr. Sankey, who it seems left home 15 months ago, but a gentleman known as Big Mick. Described in court as a cross between giant haystacks and a small brewery. Mr. Wilkie attempted to question the man about his viability as a kind, caring father for 6 newborn kiddies, and was promptly escorted down 3 flights of stairs with the aid of a ratchet spanner.
In short, Max, the babies would have gone back to live with a drunken psychopath. If the Crucible hadn't intervened, now they'd be taken safely into care where no one can harm them. They'll owe their lives to the Crucible. Bash it all out, Greg. Crucible averts barbaric baby batter tragedy. JP's praised press scoop top dealers, Sankey 6, cheap drunken thug dad's raging rampage. This is a story even Harry Stringer will be proud of. The members of the board are all here, Harry. They'll back you to the hilt. I feel it in my bones.
I'm very grateful to you, sir.
So there you have it, gentlemen. It would be no travesty of the truth, I think, to say that Harry Stringer is the greatest newspaperman who ever drew breath. If a nuclear bomb were to fall on this man's head tomorrow, the world would never see his like again. The decision is yours. You, as non-partisan, objective observers, must weigh up the evidence without fear or favour, entirely according to its merit. I hear what you say, Twiggy, that it seems to me this man Stringer has a good deal to answer for himself. I agree. Look at the things he's done since he took over as managing editor. Introduced pictures of wobbling breasts against Spam's express wishes. Fell for a massive hoax by believing a mental patient was Mr. Khrushchev. Refused to publish front-page apology after his own paper had called the local priest a werewolf. The self-same priest who now lies critically ill with a meat skewer through his heart. And to cap it all, he's actually been ordering Spam to return these babies to their parents, in spite of the fact that the father is a homicidal drunkard who probably dashed their heads against a brick wall as soon as look at them! So, all those in favour of Harry's suggestion that we dismiss Spam as editor.
It is all there. Letters, diaries, everything.
They'd better be. How much did we say?
Give them to him from me. A friend of a friend. It is enough.
Hello? Yes, I got them, sir. Do you want me to bring them personally, or shall... Right, I'll use the normal channels, and then we can... Oh, look. I think I'd better ring you back. Stand up, Mr. Tittler. Try not to bleed too much, won't you, Mr. Tittler? It does make such a nasty mess on the carpet.
Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Papers, papers, we'll tell you what's the news. On any page you'll find disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous facts that we have stabbed. Now you wonder whether real is really real. Papers, papers, give us your daily dues. Just buy your papers.
Father Teasdale, subjected to a left-wing witch hunt by Twiggy Rathbone's Daily Crucible at the hands of its editor, Russell Spam, has tried to take his own life by hammering a kebab skewer into his heart. Reporter Bill Tittler, meanwhile, still investigating a tip-off that a mental patient who claimed to be Khrushchev was murdered in a television studio, sees a Russian trade delegate hand over to a detective from Special Branch a bundle of papers that may hold a clue to the whole mystery.
Hello? Yes, I got them, sir. Do you want me to bring them personally, or shall... Right, I'll use the normal channels, and then we can... Oh, look, I think I'd better ring you back. Stand up, Mr. Tittler. Try not to bleed too much, won't you, Mr. Tittler? It does make such a nasty mess on the carpet.
This way. Come on. Now, this is what we call the sub-editor's desk. This is where we write all the headlines. Now, a headline has to be short and snappy, but nice and clear so everyone can understand what it means, you see? Wog Jibe Race Chief slams glue sniff coma girl quiz game. Wog Jibe Race Chief slams... This one, slow flow mail row boss wrapped in green paper. Has anybody got any questions? Yes?
Why don't you resign now? Why still got some integrity left?
Let's face it, Max, when an 8-year-old schoolgirl starts to notice, I think the time has come for me to move on. As a matter of fact, I've had a very tempting offer from the States. First, a senior lecturer in media and communication studies at the University of Boston. Well, the money's good. They want me to start next semester. Funny, isn't it? How a casual remark from a little girl can finally make up your mind for you.
There you are, a nice bag of sweeties, and don't eat them all at once.
Oh, night. When it happens, I turn into a werewolf. Oh, nurse, nurse. Oh.
You rang, Father Teasdale?
Oh, I can't seem to breathe, nurse.
Well, we shouldn't go driving wooden stakes through our hearts now, should we, Father? Perhaps you have a temperature.
Good one, boy. That'll look fine. Now, let's try one with the thermometer now, could we?
Oh, what's happening?
No cause for alarm, Father. It's all quite official. Perhaps it's time I revealed my true identity. Yes, it is I, Greg Kettle, Her Majesty's Press. A minor masquerade as a senior osteopath to help gain me admission. Could we try a few goose shots now, do you think? Just the tonic the critically ill cleric needed. Point, new pal. Vivacious nurse Samantha, by Vicky, 21, a strawberry blonde from Basildon, said, quotes, I always prescribe a little saucy fun for my patients. It's the best medicine there is. Point, close quotes. Picture on its way.
All right, Bill. So whoever Keith called up on that phone to say he'd got these documents...
Has got to be Mr. Big. The one who got Sharon Chandler to bump off Kubelski and the one who is now paying everyone to keep their mouth shut.
Speculation, Bill. When am I going to get some hard facts, huh? Prince Harry has a small red pimple on his left buttock. A palace spokesman confirmed today. Hard fact. One-star George Michael's live-in lover had a great-uncle who was Hitler's chiropodist. Hard fact. All I hear on this one so far is guesswork.
These documents aren't guesswork, Russell. They could be the key to the whole story. We need a fast translation, Bill. Someone we can trust.
I'll get straight on to it.
Incidentally, Harry, I'm sorry to hear you're leaving us. Mind you, I think you made a wise career decision. Henceforth, you'll impart your treasure trove of knowledge to a whole new generation. The genius of Harry Stringer belongs not to the crucible, but the world. No finer press man ever graced the hallowed portals.
Oh, piss off.
So, having had time to reflect on your sins, Father, you now repent your old Marxist ways, do you? And, sort of pray to God for forgiveness?
That's right.
Fine. Well, thank you for this most illuminating interview. I hope you get well soon.
You murdered him. The man you thought was Khrushchev. The old man. You murdered him. You knew, as a trained nurse, that the injection would prove fatal. Yes, you are right to confess, my child, but I cannot grant absolution. You must own up. It is wrong to try to protect this man.
What man?
Wrong to protect him.
Which man? Protect who?
Good afternoon, Harry. I just dropped by for no reason in particular to make sure everything's okay. No problems, I trust.
I've decided to resign, Mr. Rathbone.
Problems are a mouthful of pips in the fruit of a man's labours. Ever since you became managing editor, the Crucible has forged ahead of every other paper. And talking of forged papers, an anonymous source I was playing golf with this morning tells me there's some bunch of anarchists on the loose circulating counterfeit documents to try and discredit certain well-known public figures.
Look, I said I'm going to... What?
Should the Crucible come into possession of this bundle of dupery, I'd hate to feel we fell for it and took them at face value. I'm sure we'd consign them to the waste bin where they rightfully belong.
What's all the cloak and dagger in aid of, Harry? Something in the wind?
I just want to be careful, Max. Now... Yes? Russell who? Russell, where are you? Locked in the executive dining room? However did that happen? That's terrible, Russell. I'll get straight on to maintenance. Now then, let's look at what we've got. A man who, to all intents and purposes, is Nikita Khrushchev, is murdered in a TV studio. Why? We don't know. But we think it may have been carried out by the staff nurse working on orders from someone up above. Now, until today, that was just a hunch. But now, thanks to what Greg tells me, there can't be any doubt.
You knew, as a trained nurse, the injection would be fatal. See, Teasdale, in his delirium, was obviously reliving the moment when she admitted her grisly deed in the confession box. He also said, "You must own up. It's wrong to try and protect this man."
But what man? So far, the only evidence we've got is a bundle of papers in Russian, which are being translated now. Papers this man was obviously desperate to get hold of. This afternoon, I had a visit from Citizen Rathbone. He knows we've got those documents, and yet he was trying to palm them off as fakes. Now, why would he say a thing like that? Unless...
Christ. Rathbone.
Well, look at his motive. A multi-million-pound contract to sell rat cola to the Soviet Union, worth a fortune. And negotiations were all too delicate. And if Khrushchev had spilled out secrets that were embarrassing to Moscow, he could have blown the whole deal. If only we could get that nurse to go on the record, we'd have him.
But she's left the country. She said so in her letter. She's gone to work in Bangladesh.
Unless that's what she wanted us to think.
Shit. So that we'd stop looking for her back here.
How are you going to find Sharon Chandler now? It's impossible. She's gone into hiding to escape the press.
The person has not yet been born, Max, who can escape the press. If she's still in Britain, we'll find her.
The photograph. Her and an elderly couple.
Her parents like us not.
They were in a garden. There was a big lion behind them. A big white lion carved on the side of a hill.
Whipsnade Zoo. Get the Beg's phone book. Check out every Chandler until you find them. Don't say who you are and then get out there. And don't show your faces in this office again until you've got the whole bloody story.
Office.
And move it, for God's sake.
All right, thank you. There's a Professor Hiram G. Quigley in reception. Come to discuss your syllabus for the Media Studies course.
I'll tell him to stuff his bloody syllabus. I've got a newspaper to bring out.
I'll go.
Good afternoon. Mrs. Grace Chandler?
Yes?
Greg Kettle, Her Majesty's Press. I wonder if I
want
could...
to talk to you. Go away.
Oh, what a pity. You see, I'm doing a feature on glamorous grandmothers of the Chilterns. I was going to invite you to the Dorchester Hotel to have your photograph taken with Sylvester Stallone. But you don't want to talk to the press, so there we are. I'll bid you a good day.
No, wait, come back. I'll come with you. Let me just get my coat. I can't believe this. Sylvester Stallone at the Dorchester Hotel.
Hello, Sharon.
Great, Greg. Is Bill with her now? What? No, I don't know anyone who looks like Sylvester Stallone. Well, hang on a second. Yeah, well, just use your initiative, but keep her out of the way. First time lucky they found her.
I've got the translations, Harry. My God, is this a big one?
Well, what are they?
Love letters and diaries, mainly. Evidence of a wild and stormy sexual relationship.
Between?
I think you'd better sit down, Harry.
Poking, prying, hounding people. You never give up, do you?
You're not kidding me, Sharon. You want us to publish this story. You want it more than anything else in the world.
Oh, yes.
You wanted us to print the truth about this right from the word go. That's why you rang us up in the first place. Only Big Keith shoved a gun up your nose to make sure you wouldn't talk. This is your last chance to unload it all, Sharon. Don't throw it away. Okay, go on. Kill me. You want 2 murders on your conscience. Fair enough, that's up to you.
2 murders? What are you talking about?
We know you were forced into it, Sharon. The courts will take that into consideration.
My God. You don't think I murdered the old man?
We just want you to go on record. We know you've confessed it all to Father Teasdale.
Confessed? I'm not even Catholic.
What?
My God. You don't know, do you? You really have no idea what actually happened.
6.5 hours trapped in a room with a hysterical waitress. Heads will roll for this, Max, mark my words. Now, are we off for copy? What's the splash? Royal baby in bum pimple sensation? I think we can mock up a special picture.
I've spiked the royal baby story, Russell. It was mindless pap.
Really, Harry? Have you got something better?
Well, how does this sound? The wife of Prime Minister Gerald McNamara murdered a 75-year-old mental patient to protect her husband from a massive sex scandal. When he learnt of the crime, the Prime Minister himself ordered a ruthless cover-up operation to save his wife Iris from the gallows.
Are you out of your mind, Harry?
Bill's just come back with the full story. The nurse told him everything. Do you think it's good enough for the front, Russell? Or do we shelve it to make way for Frank Bruno's cookery column?
I'm listening, Harry.
In the 60s, Gerald McNamara was attached to the British Ministry of Defence. While in Moscow one year, he had a secret affair with a member of the Russian government, a Mr. Gregor Trezhnikov. His wife found out, but stood by him. Together, they managed to keep it a secret for over 20 years. Well, Trezhnikov's now dead, but his diaries and his correspondence with McNamara, all in Russian, were passed to another lover, a Mr. Kuznetsky. Yeah, whom I met, concluding the rat cola deal. Well, the whole affair was dead and buried, and McNamara thought he was safe until one day we came along with Nikita Khrushchev. Now, as I'm sure you'll remember, Russell, Mr. Khrushchev was all set to reveal the sex secrets of the Kremlin. Mr. and Mrs. McNamara began to panic. If his past indiscretions were suddenly made public, it would be the end of his political career. And then, on March the 31st, Mrs. McNamara found herself with an amazing opportunity.
She'd gone along with the Prime Minister to the television studios where he was recording an interview about the following day's hanging debate. As they were leaving, Mrs. McNamara remembered she'd left her scarf behind in the dressing room. She went back to find the room had now been allocated to yourself and Kubelski. By emptying the insulin vials and filling them with water, she knew, as a former nurse herself, it would kill the man she believed was Khrushchev and save her husband's neck.
Oh, sorry, I was just looking at her. I just popped back to fetch my scarf. I left it behind.
Deprived of his insulin, the old man died a short while later.
Mrs. McNamara told her husband what she'd done. And we also know she confessed to her family priest, Father Teasdale. Now, the Prime Minister, who didn't want to see his wife hanged, ordered a heavy from the special branch to go back the next night and destroy the only evidence, the remaining phials of water.
That was when Sharon first met Keith. She was warned to say nothing about it if she wanted to stay alive. After wrestling with her conscience, Sharon rang us. Unfortunately, her phone was being monitored by a sophisticated new computer at Scotland Yard. 5 minutes later, Keith, the man in charge of the cover-up, was round at the flat, and he made sure that when Bill called, Sharon Chandler had nothing to say. What no one knew was the special branch computer had a conscience. Using a speech synthesizer over the phone, it started to give Bill Titler tip-offs based on the information it was recording until Keith found out and pulled all the plugs. And that was the end of Swan. In the meantime, McNamara was still trying to destroy all evidence of his homosexual past. Kuznetsky, the man who had the letters, came over with the trade delegation to sign the Rat Cola deal and passed the documents to Keith, at which point we intercepted them.
Now, it's not for me to speculate, Russell, that the Prime Minister may have used his influence with our proprietor to try and suppress these papers. I'm sure Mr. Rathbone has far too much integrity to interfere with the story, just for the sake of the peerage and the birthday honours list.
Have we put this to Downing Street yet?
Bill's trying to get through now.
Hello. Mr. McNamara. Look, yes, I'm sorry to trouble you at this hour, Prime Minister. I just wondered if we could have your comment on a story we're planning to carry in tomorrow's Crucible. That your wife committed murder in order to save you from a scandal about your homosexual affair with a Russian diplomat. Prime Minister. Are you still there? And I'll have every one of your arses for breakfast. You print this pack of lies, and Jesus Christ Almighty, I'm getting onto my F for Freddy lawyers. And then he put the phone down.
I think we can take that as a denial, Harry.
His whole manner, the way he reacted. He's as guilty as hell, I know it.
This is the most explosive thing since Hiroshima, Harry. If we're right, we shall make newspaper history. If we've got our facts wrong...
Defamation, criminal libel, sedition, there's no telling what they'll hit us with.
Run the story.
And welcome back on this morning of utter news sensation. I think we can actually talk now to the executive managing editor of The Crucible, Mr. Harold Springer, who's currently in custody at Highbury Police Station on charges of seditious libel. Can you hear me, Mr. Springer?
Yes? Hello, Nick.
Good morning. Mr. Springer, are you having second thoughts at all now about the wisdom of calling the Prime Minister's wife a murderer?
No, I stand by the story.
You're still confident, are you, that your reporters have got it right and that you won't, say, spend the next 10 years of your life behind bars in Parkhurst?
Yes, I'm totally confident. And let me just say this, Nick.
Well, we seem, I'm afraid, to have lost Mr. Springer there, but we have been joined now by the proprietor of The Crucible, Mr. Terence Rathbone. Mr. Rathbone, good morning to you. Now, I gather the first that you heard this quite astonishing story was when you got up this morning.
It ill behoves me to lay down the law to the press of this country, Nick. But I'm not ashamed to confess that I wept over my rat-brand fibre-rich breakfast flakes. To see so fine and well-loved a national figure pilloried and defiled for the sake of cheap sensationalism. It's shabby tabloid journalism in its worst form. And shabby tabloid journalism is the tongue down the back of the throat in the kiss of death. I'll have no truck work with it, and I utterly dissociate.
I'm sorry, I'll just have to stop you there for a moment, Mr. Rathbone. We've just got some news coming in at the moment, in fact. That just a few moments ago, Mrs. McNamara broke down in tears and admitted that every word of the story is, in fact, true. Now, the Prime Minister has gone off to see the Queen. And MPs are calling for an emergency vote of no confidence in the government. And you still dismiss the Crucible story, even after this?
The Crucible story? I thought we were talking about the front page of this morning's Sun. Prince Harry has a pimple on his left buttock. Of course I stand by our story. I never doubted it for an instant. Crucible has this day rewritten history, Russell, thanks to the endeavours of one man. Harry Stringer bestrides our narrow minds like a colossus. He's the acme of journalistic perfection, in whose shadow we all pale. I agree, Russell. Future generations will scarce believe that such a man in flesh and blood did work in Gray's Inn Road. And now, if you'll forgive me, I have a luncheon appointment with the leader of the opposition, the Prime Minister designate, who wishes to reward us for services rendered. I understand the subject of the birthday honours list may not be excluded from the agenda. So I think we... Bam! Harry? Harry who? What's that? Why, that's tragic, Harry. It appears that, although he's officially released, they can't get the key to open his cell door. Still trapped inside. Don't worry, Harry, we'll carry on without you. I can speak on Harry's behalf, whereas I like us 2 peas in a pod, he and I.
And this is where they put all the naughty people.
Now then, Max, what have we got for page 5?
Costa Whiplash Drugs Den link to OAP orgy herpes scare.
Across the top, we can run Ken Barlow, wig on rates, shock, Sparks mass toupee claim, crisis. Down the inside column, Busty Brenda jilts Jim Slip judge for beer gut darts ace. Have you got a picture on that one?
Would you like a sweetie, Mr. Stringer?
I told you you're not to feed them.
Page you'll find disaster, servant killing off his master, and a story with some sordid sex appeal. Someone's secrets we have grabbed, famous bags that we have stabbed,